what are some of the standards and behaviors that you've kind of established for yourself to actually, like you said, the data is king, right? But how are you monetizing? Like, what are your standards and behaviors you're doing to take that data, take those leads, regardless of where they come from, and actually get those people not only interested in buying a home, but to take action and become a closed and funded loan? Or I'm assuming some of these you're also representing the real estate side of the transaction as well.
Um, so if I had to put it in a way, I would say that you you have the clients that they basically want to make it all about the sense, the sense, meaning CENTS, and you as the professional, you have to make it make sense to them, SENSE, right?
Mm.
So it's taking that conversation about the sense to make it make sense really appear for them. So, someone that leads going to come in, they're going to be talking about, okay, how high the market is, interest rate, prices, everything is high. But then you have to now get away from that conversation and just talk with them about, okay, what makes sense for them right now? Okay. Yes, the market is what it is, but you're looking to make a transition. You're looking to make a change. Okay. Does it make sense for you to make that move to leave kind of where, the situation you're in now to another situation and compare those two? Does that make sense to you? And then just looking at the bigger picture for them on, okay, well, this is where you are now. You may be in an apartment that you're paying, a 2-bedroom apartment, you're paying $1,800 for. Well, if you can get a 3-bedroom home in your desired area that can not only give you the shelter that you're looking for, that you already have in the apartment, but it's also going to give you these additional benefits, with tax benefits, with just with equity, all of that. Well, is that worth an extra $200, $300, $400 a month? Does that make sense to you to do that? Okay, then yeah, that would make more sense. And even if you are paying that extra $200, $300 a month, well, what are the other benefits and even other savings that can somewhat balance that out? And in the end, when you make it make sense to them, and not necessarily talking about the numbers and talking about the sense of it all, um, that's when now you just bring the conversation down to, okay, what are they really doing? What are we really looking for? It's not just you making a business transaction. It's you making a life-changing decision. And if that decision and that change is going to make your life overall better, then, let's do it. Let's figure out how we can make that a better transition for you.
I like that. So, I'd imagine some people might listen to this and go, "That's nice, Joe," but I can't even get people to pick the phone up and talk with me. What do you feel? Because I understand. I mean, essentially, to boil down and simplify what you just said is you level with people. You have real
Right.
conversations with people about their real situation, and that's a very human experience, right? Which, um,
Mhm.
I think that's one of the challenges of being in any sales environment is there's all these tools and tactics and shiny objects, and everybody wants the strategy, the tactic that's gonna, convert, right? And it's like at the end of the day, if you understand the fundamentals, which is people want to do business with people, and even if you don't know how to sell, quote unquote, if you know how to make somebody laugh, if you know how to just be real with somebody, your likelihood that you're going to have some level of success goes up drastically because you're focused on the right things. But my question for you is, even before you talk to them, what do you feel are some of your behaviors or habits that you've established that help you have a level of control and consistency in your business? Because that's one of the most challenging parts of being a professional, honestly, is, I mean, we wake up in the morning, we report to ourselves to put our shoes and our pants on. We report to ourselves to even go to the office, right? And for some people, especially if they've been having a hard time or they're in a hard market, there's every reason to go, yeah, you know what, I'll go in later, right? Like you have established, I'd imagine you've had to, and I'm curious what they are, a set of behaviors that, regardless of this, regardless of that, I'm going to show up and do X. I'd be curious about what you feel some of those things are for you.
Um, Uh, I mean, honestly, I don't think I have anything specific that I do on a regular basis. Um, I think just being in sales, for all these years. I mean, even before real estate, I used to sell alarm systems from door to door,
Nice.
for
Nice.
ADT. So it's just like you just have that mindset. Like you wake up for the day and you're going to hunt. And if you didn't get a contract that day, and you failed and you weren't gonna feed yourself. So uh,
Throughout the week, do you like block off, like, do you have set times? Do you have a set amount of like either quantitative in time or quantitative in numbers of outreach attempts that you do?
yes. So basically, I follow kind of the system that we have within you guys, a system for each day here. And on a particular day, you may have 10, 20 leads come in, and then some days you have just a few leads, and it's just following up with those leads from the day before or even the week before, depending what day of the week it is, and then from there, just following up on anyone that you made contact with or anyone that you sent application links to, and kind of go through that process of taking the person through your whatever your sales funnel is.
Mhm.
And then the rest of it is just, having a, specific, the biggest thing is just having either a specific day where you do some of those reach outs, or even a specific time of the day that you do that. And then putting yourself in the mindset of it,